This was our first time on the Weeki Wachee River. It's a beautiful place. You can see a tricolored heron looking for fish flying around. It's beautiful. We put in close to the source at the Paddling Adventures. Right now we're just trying to get a feel for it. It was neat that this place is brackish water all the way up to the source. So there's saltwater fish in here like mullet. I was trying to find out if I could go against the current. This is considered a beginner or easy river, but if you go against the current, it's not so easy. And I'm not very strong, I'm a beginner, so I was going really slow. But here we are now going with the current. Big glass bottom boat going by, going up to the Weeki Wachee Park, Aqua Bell. It was a bit intimidating having such a big boat go past us, so we had to let him go first. But the waves were fun, that felt really neat. We were amazed. This place is beautiful. My husband Chris there is just drifting, letting the current carry him. You can see the grass there, how it's bent. Over to the left, a little while ago, there was a little passageway. Next time we do this, I wonder if I can squeeze my kayak in there. And now Chris has the GoPro, and I look like I had little wings there. All the mullet, they're so neat to see the fish close up like that. Just a beautiful place. This guy here was getting ready to snorkel, and it was funny how his boat seemed to be empty and kept catching up with us just by going with the current. Here it looks like it's starting to get a little more covered with trees. We did see a few birds sitting in the trees. I got some photos of some perched vultures. One thing I was very impressed with is how the birds aren't really afraid, so this is a great place to come do photography. That sign says it's the end of the state park. So after this point, you can go swimming. Fish are entering the park, where swimming is not allowed. And sure enough, just outside of the park's border, we've got people swimming already. Well, this is the beach I've seen several YouTubers put up, and I was looking forward to checking that out, but Chris and I prefer quiet and solitude. So a few turns down the river, we found this little area. We decided to tie up our boats here and give snorkeling a try. This was neat because it was shallow here, a little bit deeper where you see the darker blue water, but it was cold. I don't know how he could do this. I guess he's used to it. It was 75 degrees, which might sound good as far as air temperature. It's comfortable, but 75 degree water is cold. We didn't swim much. Now here we are in a very forested area of the river. It's just neat to see the habitat change. It's so gorgeous. Most of the way is pretty shallow. Even the deep spots are like 6-8 feet maybe. These darn grapevines. Like I said, I'm still a beginner kayaker, and I think I hit every vine on the way, and I had leaves in my boat from the crashing that I did. Looks like we're catching up with the snorkeler again. And every time we made a turn, we saw his boat floating with no one driving. Gorgeous clear water. That would be so fun to do. Except I couldn't handle the cold. Guess gotta work up to getting used to how cold it is. It's so shallow here. Look at the fish. It was so fun just seeing them swimming around. To get a photo of something, probably a bird. Now this area was neat because that tree on the right there, someone built a platform and a ladder. You can climb up and jump off into the river if you want. And the tree up ahead in the center, it had a huge platform. It might be fun to do that, except I question how deep the water is. It looks like it's deeper there, but I would rather have water that's really, really deep if I'm gonna jump out of a tree that high. So maybe not, but it's fun to watch. And later on, funny enough, because I love kayaking, to be out with nature and the quiet. But one of my favorite parts about this river was the subdivision part. I loved seeing all these houses on the river. Very beautiful homes. This house coming up was really cool. It was a pirate house. It had a mermaid statue in the back, I think, and all these pirate flags along the front. Huge pirate flag from the tree. The further along we went, the more brown the water got. But it was still beautiful, I think. It's clear, you could still see everything. Two doggies there. More lovely houses. Now this was a really cool house. They had this mural painted on here of all kinds of fish and mermaids and manatees. They were blasting 80s music, so that's really cool. And everybody had pictures and warning signs about manatees. For the boats that have propellers, you have to go slowly so you don't hit the manatees. We never saw a manatee. Maybe it's the wrong time of year. We went in late May. Perhaps next time. Definitely plan to come back here. We're very much looking forward to it. Can't wait to do this again. Preferably early in the morning, so there won't be that many people around and we can take our time. There's a cute vulture. I was so amazed when I saw them. He's just drinking the salty water. And then here there were these little domestic ducks. They were big. They were so cute. I'd worry about them swimming away. Cute ducks. Now we're in the home stretch. In that tree there's a sign saying Rogers Park. The total trip is around 4 miles from Paddling Adventures to Rogers Park. Chris loved that boat garage, boathouse that blue house had there. That was pretty neat. And here is the end of our trip. We've made it to Rogers Park. They'll help us pull in, and then Chris took the shuttle back to get his truck and come pick me and the boats up. It's an awesome first outing. Definitely want to do this, and we'll go back to do this again.